I currently live in Bangkok, Thailand. I've been living here for about a year and 3 months. I'm in the Prom area, which is like central Bangkok, Thailand. Back in the States, I was kind of having my way. Simply, I was remote. I made high six figures, low six figures. But with that being said, it's kind of like I could do where I want, what I want. I could go where I want. I could, have whatever experience I pretty much wanted. Traveled to almost all 50 states while on the clock. But there was also feeling like I was missing something else like I was supposed to be doing. I lacked purpose for real. Like working for somebody else and getting them bread, making them happy while I'm still a slave. And I think I felt that on the inside. That American dream that was sold to us as we grew up, that mattered to me at some point. But now an American dream, I've realized is nothing but a lie. There's no American dream for me. There's no dream when it comes to getting you a house that you gotta put a 30-year mortgage on. You telling me I gotta pay on this 30 years and then it's mine, but if I don't pay my property taxes, you can take something that's mine. So you telling me I'm working 30 years to own something I don't truly own? Is ownership even real in America? You get what I'm saying? America is hot. Like here in Bangkok, Thailand, I've had opportunities and doors open up for me, I think, just because I am Black. My name is Demarcus Johnson. I'm from Rome, Georgia, which is about an hour outside of Atlanta, Georgia in the United States. Honestly, I never had left the US until I turned 30 years old. Once I turned 30, I went to Tokyo, Japan to visit my cousin. And then I was like, this is dope. I kind of want to live here. So I went back home after that quick 1-week trip. I was home maybe 10 days, found a place, and then just moved to Tokyo, Japan. After being there for 4 months, I was on a month-to-month lease, so they kept raising my rent every single month, and I didn't like that. So I told my cousin, he was like, you should try Thailand. It's a lot cheaper there. I didn't know much about it besides, the hangover. That's all I had seen about Thailand. So I said, okay. Went over to Bangkok. I was able to get a $500 penthouse for like a month. And then I started, checking out the culture, things to do. And I was like, this is dope. I would like to live here. So I went back home. At this time, I'm living in San Diego. I got a 9-to-5 job and everything, but went back home, set up a business because I figured when I get to Thailand, I was gonna try to YouTube. So if I try to YouTube, then I would lose the 9-to-5 that I had. So I set up a business and everything. And then I moved to Thailand maybe 3 months later. And I've been here ever since. I was working in manufacturing software sales for a technology firm out of Maryland. I believe we were based in Maryland, but I was a rep in San Diego. So what I was doing was basically selling manufacturing software to different companies. One of my accounts was Tesla. So like say they needed Cybertrucks, they would send over schematics for like a door or something like that. And what our company did would analyze your part geometry. We had AI that analyzes CAD files, and then it'd be able to tell you how much it actually costs to bring this door or whatever product you're building to life. And then we match you with manufacturers across the globe that could get those things built, and you have different pricing tiers, whether you want it in China, India, or something like that, or domestic is gonna be very expensive. But yeah, it's kind of what I was doing, just selling that to different businesses. Welcome to the crib. This is a 2-bed, 2-bathroom here in Bangkok, Thailand. I pay $750 USD per month. We got a 4-burner stove, all right? This can do things that all stoves can do, but you don't see them here in Thailand like that. So I just wanna, we got a lot of space. This is an old crib too, y'all. So these older homes have a little more space than, a little crib. Than the newer homes, which is why I'm actually living here. Then we got a refrigerator. As you can see, this is a regular size fridge almost with a little microwave. And like I got a lot of ice in here because I've been icing my knee. Need to clean that. Then I got nothing in here but water and a box of chicken. All right. Besides that, guys, this is my workspace. This is where the magic truly happens. I don't have a desk, but this place came with a table. Therefore, it has become my desk and my work area. So we have a monitor, we have a laptop. I bought that chair straight off of Lazada. Old AC units, but they blow cold. We have one of the best features is the balcony. I love the view. We're on the 47th floor here, right? So when you come out here, you're gonna get inspired. That's one thing you will do. So I do love this. This is an east facing unit, and that's the bathroom. Who would say the bathroom is a pro, right? But check out this shower, y'all. When I'm in here showering, y'all, I be overlooking the city like this, and I be feeling like Batman. All right, guys, now let's go see the first room. This is not the master room. This is my guest room, and it's basically just turned into a room for all of the homies. Like, I don't even use it except for storage. And if the friends want to come through, then they'll come through and check it out. You know, we got a bed. This is where I'm hanging my clothes right now, because here in Thailand, a lot of places don't have dryers. You can go buy one. It's not that hard, but they may not have dryer hookups. So we hang our clothes here in Thailand. This is a big bed, you know, big wardrobe, you know. It's enough for my friends and family. This is where the real, no, ain't no magic happening here, but come on, guys. All right, so this is my room. This is where I lay my head. This TV right here, guys, I found it in the dumpster. We have a trash room across the street. One day I went to throw my trash away, and I looked in there. I said, that's a big old TV in there. And I'm like, there was nothing wrong with it. So I just left it there. But then I went back 10 minutes later. I was like, I gotta see if that thing worked, right? So I drug it in here. It's big, you gotta drag it. Drug it in here, just plugged it in, boom, it turned on. Then I realized the reason I think they threw it away is because it doesn't have Bluetooth Wi-Fi that connects to your Wi-Fi, so there's no connection. But they didn't think about this. I just went and bought a long Ethernet cord, run it from the router to the TV. Now I got me a big old smart TV for the free. Now, as you can see, I'm a man of many hats. You see these? Some of my most prized possessions are hats. I really enjoy hats, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. And it ain't because I feel like, you know, my hair ugly, or I got, you know, I'm balding or something. But these add a little something to the fits. All right, guys, let's go to this California King right here. This bed is so big, and it came in this unit. And you see how big that is? So, like, you can literally open up your whole thing to be outside, man. Prized possessions, I'm sorry. I love Frisbee. I was living in San Diego for 2 years. I realized that African Americans, even though we've never played this, if we get one of these in our hands, we excel the second day we ever play against our competitors. Like, this is so fun. But of course, you know, I love basketball, the international FIBA. And then I got my, you know, USA Evo. They don't play with these though out here, guys. A lot of y'all might not know that, but they don't play with this ball out here. They play with the FIBA. So, dirty clothes, couple shoes. Ooh, my closet is broke. What did I tell y'all earlier? If something is broke, you can just call maintenance and they'll fix it. I don't be calling maintenance. I'm the type to just let it rock out. So, you wanna see something despicable? Whole closet, y'all, I didn't want to clean before y'all came. So I picked up all my clothes and I threw them in the closet. Okay, as you can see, this ain't even on either, but it works. So as far as monthly expenses, I paid $750 for rent for this 2-bedroom, 2-bath here in Bangkok, Thailand. As far as utilities, I can say my utilities for just electric go from 150 to 200. So I can definitely do 950 when it comes to utilities. Water, I think that's included in the bills. So I spent about 1,300 in all, like when it comes for food, transportation, and, you know, rent. Well, my rent in SD was 2,100. So I was paying 2,100 USD for rent in San Diego. And then as far as utilities, I had a whole bunch of bills in the States. So many bills. I would say I was definitely doing about 35 to 4,000 as far as monthly expenses in the US. Because I had a car insurance, all these things. So a typical day for me, man, I be kind of busy. So I wake up around 7, 8 o'clock. No alarm. I had the sun wake me up. And then I go to physical therapy. I go to La Physio. Shout out to them. They do work on my knee. Then I do clinical Pilates next, for a rehab strength. Then after that, I'll probably have to go shoot. I'll be shooting condo tours here in Bangkok, Thailand. My YouTube channel is at Young Demarcus if you want to follow that. And then I also have founded a content creator community called Activated Creators. So I'm working with different businesses, talking to different owners and things like that throughout the day to try and get brand activations, collabs, certain things to do for the community. And pretty much we have community meetups. So I might have to go to a community meetup that day, meet different people here in Bangkok, network, and those types of things. So my day here in Bangkok, I'm a worker. Like, I'm not one of those people who came to Bangkok with bread or retired with a stipend. So for me, if I don't get up and grind, then I don't eat. You feel what I'm saying? And then this life out here is no more. So I got to get up and grind every day, but I still have my days to where, I say, you know what, no filming. We're just going to go play and enjoy Bangkok. So we have no 7-Eleven here at this apartment complex, but we do have our own convenience store. I love to come down here every single day, grab me like a little Red Bull or M, and then also get like a little coffee, because I'm probably shooting that day, so I want to come here, grab me something really quick, and then go. But unfortunately, this convenience store is like double the price of a 7-Eleven, so that is like one of the cons here, but it's convenient to have, in your building. So. And then if you come down here, guys, we have towel bins, which are famous for towel binning, get you something to drink. Then you got some vending machines. And also in the front is where Grab comes, drops off your items, and then you're able to grab them and go back upstairs, all right? And then we have our mailbox room. This is where you get your mail. Bet you didn't know that. The way I look at life is totally different now. I was looking at life from an American standpoint who's been trained since a child to be a worker, right? So I'm thinking, I gotta go to school, I gotta get a job, I gotta, climb the corporate ladder. And as I did all of those things, it's like, still there was no purpose. There wasn't full, not saying I wasn't happy, but you could be happier, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, my mind has been reshaped from really like that training you to be an employee to now like, what can I create? What can I build? How can I, generate revenue from things that I'm personally good at that is going to like build me and build me something in the future for my family, not, building something for a corporation that I don't even have equity in. You feel what I'm saying? So I think I've changed just as far as I think I can do anything now. So this is the floor where the gym is, guys. I can't wait to show you this gym. It's really like top tier level. So one cool part about this gym is we actually have a DTV school, which is your Destination Thailand visa. So if you're interested in doing Muay Thai, this school can actually supplement your DTV. So you guys in America, you could literally come here, learn Muay Thai and get a 5-year visa. Come check out this gym, it's crazy. So Wadi Cub. I'm good, bro. Somebody my cub? Hey. Okay, so you gotta be a resident here, guys. In order to get that, you gotta select it. Let them know how long you're gonna be here. A little 30-minute workout ain't never hurt nobody. All right, success. Okay, Kapun Cub. So y'all see this? It's fire already. You got this. But also, I said gym first. Let's go to the gym first. Even though we got that 5 pool, I want to show you the gym first. You got your little supplements you can buy if you need some creatine monohydrates. Ooh. All right, guys. So guys, now we're in the locker room, okay? It's very big in here. But I'm not trying to necessarily showcase the locker room, so we're gonna go ahead and walk through. Training area this way. Y'all ready for this? Oh, y'all. Hold on. So if you're a Muay Thaier, you feel me? You can really get it in here. This is where they, that's not even Muay Thai though. That's that young Demarcus. Ha, ha. Okay, let's go upstairs. I love most the freedom that I truly have, like being able to wake up and dictate what moves to make and what do I want to do, you know. And to touch on that escape part, I don't think I was trying to escape the US at all. I think I was just in search of more, right? If you've done, it's like growing up in America, I did all the things that you can do in America. I've been to a lot of the states, I've seen a lot of the monuments. You know what I'm saying? I done had those club nights, those going to like places like Niagara Falls or Grand Canyon, seeing those things. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, what more is there? So it's not to escape a life, it's just to experience more. Thailand is not more affordable nightlife wise. If you go into the bars, getting sections and clubs, it's cheaper than the States, but it's still gonna run you. You feel what I'm saying? If you're trying to pop bottles in clubs and do all those things. I'm not that type of person, so I don't have that problem. But I think nothing is generally more expensive than the US here. Nothing's really more expensive here. That's just what that is. I really enjoy going outside, touching grass or touching sand. So that's why I was living in San Diego, because I could go to the beach whenever I wanted to. Then I could go to the mountains. I hike, love to hike. And then, you know, I had the city. So for me, the biggest thing for me, like that I do now, is kind of linked with friends to have fun. Sometimes I go to Pattaya, or I'm going to Phuket this week just to go to the beach, you know what I'm saying, and just throw my frisbee on the beach. I like to just get outside and do like fun, free stuff. Like I like to be with the homies, for real. All right, so you've seen the Muay Thai arena. Now let's check out where we lift weights. So when you come in initially, you have the high rocks area, a lot of high roxing stuff. I don't even really know what that is. And then here, you know, you got some real big weights, some free weights, the big things, your sleds. This whole thing is just workoutable, right? Okay. This is what people really relocate to Thailand for, is to have a place to come work out like this, do their Muay Thai, all in one building, man. And that's what we got here at the Waterford Diamond. This is the one I was looking for. Yeah, when I first got to Thailand, it was kind of crazy because I started seeing something that I would like to coin as African American privilege, right? We're used to white privilege in the States, but what I started realizing is kind of like, I want to make it specific African American privilege, right? Nothing against the Africans, but what I noticed there is definitely a difference that they hold us to here in Thailand. And when you're African American, it seems as if they have a sense of admiration for you. Like when I moved here, I started seeing people staring at me, right? But it wasn't like in disdain or like, I don't like you, why are you here? It was more like, huh, I seen you on TV or in a rap video, and this is you in front of me. This is what y'all look like. Wow. And then it's like, I've had opportunities and doors open up for me, I think, just because I am black. Ain't that crazy? But I mean that from the bottom of my soul. And let me touch on the differences why I say they treat African Americans differently than, you know, natural born native Africans. What I've seen is like, I got a homie T, shout out Terrence in Motion. He big black dude, brolic, looks like he's straight from Nigeria until you hear him speak, right? So he has issues like, say he goes to the airport, they don't just let him through because he doesn't come off visibly as an African American. They give him issues until they start to hear him speak, and they're like, oh, he's American. Let him through, let him through. And it's just these types of things that I've noticed my African brothers have to go through, and I really don't like it. But it's definitely a difference between the African Americans and the Africans, the way that we're seen and perceived by Thai people. Because we have the USD, we have the US dollar, and there's power in the US dollar. In addition to African Americans, we the culture. We make the culture, right? And a lot of stuff that they deemed cool, we made it. We are it, right? So off rip, we just cool to them. And I don't think Africans have that, you know, they're the culture for real, for real. We are them. They are us, right? But even Africans look at us as the culture. We're the hip hop artists and all these types of things. And I'm sorry if this is wrong because this is Webnation. So you Africans, y'all let me know. Put it in the comments. And then also, guys, we have a restaurant in the building called Elite Bistro. They got anything you want, man. The food is absolutely fire, from Thai food, American food, all kind of little Western dishes, smoothies, all that out here, bro. And you come out here, it's a good spot to come co-work. We have Wi-Fi out here as well. Wadi Cup, good little bar. It's actually a good place for a date if you guys don't even want to leave the crib. Little sitting area. And then one of the best parts about the crib is definitely the pool. And here, guys, they have multiple workout classes. So if you see those bikes over there, they do water aerobics. So people in here every morning, you know, working out in the pool. It's good for somebody with like a knee injury who need to, you know, get their hops back. I feel like I built a community. I don't think everyone needs to build a community. I think if you can just join a community that's already built. But I think being part of something is really good for you mentally. Like just not being alone. Like you don't have to be alone. Like my thing is I'm alone because my family, they're not here, right? But there are other people here and they just turn into family. Like Love Joy Marie. That's my sister, you feel what I'm saying? So I think I plan on going to America, having some type of home in America to where I can always go back, you know, vibe out, see my family, see my friends and things like that, do business. But as far as just staying in America, in my mind, as this 31-year-old man I am right now, I don't see myself just living in America again. It got to be something that, you know, changes drastically in my life that brings me back to America, or even just failure, you know, coming out here and not being able to get to the level I want to get. That's something that'll take me back to the States, but we're going to pray that that's never the case. I come up here quite often to shoot my promos. Come with me. As you can see, this little circular thing goes all the way around like a little trinac. And you know, we have the greenery. It is well maintained by the staff, you know? And as we approach, this is the second pool, guys. Don't nobody really be up here like that. And it doesn't get much sunlight because of this, you know, covering, but it's generally private. So if you want to come up here, you'll have it to yourself most of the time and have a good time. But I don't ever come up here. The water is very cold. I like my water warm. So with that being said, it's a good place to just come hang out and look, unless you like cold water. No, I don't honestly see myself settling in Thailand long term. I love Bangkok. I love Thailand. I love all the opportunities afforded me. But to be honest, I see myself getting back to Africa at some point. I'm, you know, planning on traveling multiple countries here soon to start filling out, okay, I could live here, I could live here. So South Africa's on the list right now. I've been to Cote d'Ivoire and Nigeria, and I can say I wouldn't live in either. Shout out to you Ivorians and you Nigerians, but Nigeria's wild. Cote d'Ivoire, very nice. Abidjan, beautiful place. Infrastructure, amazing. People, amazing. So don't. It's not because of those things. I just wouldn't want to live there. So you got to go check it out. But I see myself in Africa in the future. The dating culture here in Thailand is wicked. It's honestly one of the craziest things I've ever witnessed, and it's very unfortunate for many of the parties involved. Therefore, young Demarc, do not date. We do not date. And if you dating out here, please, I pray for you in your heart. I love Thailand, but Thailand is a country that has massive levels of prostitution, massive levels of poverty. So when you have people in positions to where they need money, and you have people who they perceive as rich coming from rich countries as tourists, then things get wicked for some bread, and it's very unfortunate. So I think poverty and the level of prostitution has really messed up the dating game here in Thailand. But not to say you can't find you someone, you can find you someone, but you gotta vet them. It gotta be, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's very tough, but it can happen for you. If I could talk to myself before I left America, I would say, Demarcus, you about to have a lot of ups. You about to have a lot of downs. It's gonna be months where you can't even walk. So you gonna have to like prepare for that mentally. It's gonna be times where you go through things that be difficult, but you just gotta be ready for that. So I would just say let myself know there are gonna be ups and downs, but I think it's gonna be more ups than downs.